bar to try and find a video on a similar topic. Once you've found that video, click on it, have a look at the search bar at the top where it usually says find related content. If that has a keyword in it, then that's the keyword that you're going to use. Once you've got this keyword, you need to use it throughout the video. If you really want to break out of low view jail, making sure your keywords are optimized within the audio is so important, but then you can use it in your hashtags, you can use it in your description. If you do that, then it should increase your chances of landing on the right FYPs, but it's not just a one quick fix thing. You have to do it for quite a few videos before TikTok recognizes you and then consistently pushes you out in the right places. Now with your hooks and your intros, once you're on the right FYPs, how do you get people to actually stop scrolling and watch your videos to improve your watch time and break you out the low view jail? Well, it's all about making it really easy to understand what the video is about within the first 3 seconds. And this is where you're going to use your text hook, so something on screen that just explains what the video is about, and your audio hook. So what the first couple of lines coming out your mouth or coming out on the video, use these to relate to your audience if you can, or even just hint as to what the video is going to be about, because you've got to think of it from your own perspective. If you landed on a video and you weren't sure what it was about, would you give it another 10, 20 seconds of your time in order to figure it out? No, you'd scroll on. So make sure you're making life easy for people and letting them know what it's about early. Now, obviously, there's a lot that goes into this. A bit more in the TikTok SEO, a bit more in your content strategy, a bit more in optimizing your hooks. Well, we've got a free place where you can learn all of this, and you can join the over 2,500 people capitalizing on free content, free training, and free support from coaches. So to access that, just click the link in our bio and I'll see you over there. I got to 10,000 followers on this account within my first 30 days of starting it. So here are a few tips that you can use to get you to 10,000 followers pretty quickly, based on my experience and based on the hundreds of creators we've worked with to get to that point. Now, first off, I think it's pretty important to explain what goes into actually getting 10,000 followers. And by this, I mean, how many views do you actually need to get 10,000 followers? It's gonna be around the 1 million view mark. I know that sounds like a lot, but on average, for every 10 views, you get a like, and on average, for every 10 likes, you get a follow. So we kind of need to change our thinking here and think of how can I get 1 million views as quickly as possible that can convert to those followers. Well, into the tips, the first thing you've really got to look at and fix is your activity on the app. You're not going to get to 10,000 followers very quickly unless you're posting at least bare minimum once a day, unless you're spending at least 30 minutes a day engaging, whether that be with people who have commented on your videos or DM'd you or anything, but also within your niche. You need to be posting stories, you need to be using TikTok's features. All of this stuff has a compounding effect where the more you do it, the bigger and bigger the benefit will be. But once you've sorted out your engagement, the next tip to get to 10,000 followers is to lean in to the bias as to what TikTok is rewarding. So by this, I mean, make half of your content targeted content based on what TikTok is looking to find, and all that is based on is what an audience is actually watching. So by this, I mean, make sure half of your content comes from ideas from places like creator searching sites, where you can see millions of people are searching for a specific topic. So if you make videos on that topic, not only does it mean you've got a better chance of going viral, getting these views, getting 10,000 followers, it also gives TikTok a lot much of an easier time categorizing your content, understanding what you're about. And if you do that enough, it means you're naturally going to get put in front of the right people, which is so important for growth. So make sure half of your content is targeted content like that, and use the other half to come up with unique ideas, the stuff you enjoy most, authentic approaches within your niche, so on and so forth, which is stuff that's less likely to pop off, but if it does, you bring in more genuine followers. And the last tip, and this is the most important tip, which helped me get to 10,000 followers as soon as possible, is once you've found a video and that does better than a lot of you other ones have. So if you found a video that works for you, try and record that video again, but use a different hook. Try and make it shorter, try and make it longer. Maybe even try and film it differently, edit it differently. It's done well for a reason, but a lot of times it means it could do a lot better if you made some changes. Now, these are just very simple tips that you can enact overnight, basically. But there is quite a bit that goes into it when it comes to designing your hooks, using TikTok SEO, getting in front of the right audience, so on and so forth. And once you master everything, you can join people like Susan, who's gained over 100,000 followers within a few months. And we've now got a free version of the community that helped her do so, with over 2,000 members in there. So if you want access to that to start seeing some growth, just click the link in our bio and I'll see you over there. If you knew that it would only take you posting 100 videos on TikTok to start going viral every week, how quickly would you work to get these 100 videos out? I'm betting your answer is damn bloody quick. But that is actually what works on TikTok. We've seen it over and over again. When we grew this account to over 100,000 followers in 4 months by posting 100 videos, where we've helped people like Susan gain over 100,000 followers within a few months by doing the same. And it's because of this. If you post 100 videos, yes, TikTok's going to see you're valuable, so prioritize your content on FYPs. Yes, it's going to give you some time to build up a recurring audience that watch all of your videos. But the main magic sauce here is that posting 100 videos gives you just about the right amount of content to find out what content's going to work for you consistently going forward. If you've posted 100 videos and they're on a variety of topics and filmed differently and optimized differently with different hooks, different intros, different call to actions, so on and so forth, then when you look back over the 100 videos that you've posted, maybe 10 of them would have done considerably better than the others. So take the topics they're on, take the hooks you use, take the way you filmed, take the way you edited, because this is what TikTok and this is what your audience is saying they want to see from you consistently going forward. And after that, you've got a formula to follow. It makes content creation so much easier. It makes growth so much easier. And it actually gives you a realistic chance of being very successful on TikTok. If you want to know how to pick the right topics in the first place, how to optimize your hooks, how to monetize your account when you're there, then we've got our TikTok growth community where we helped Susan gain over 100,000 followers within a couple of months, and so many other people see awesome results. And we've got a free version available of that. So join the over 2,000 people capitalizing on free content, free support from coaches by clicking the link in our bio, and I'll see you over there. This is one of the easiest tricks that will help you get more views on TikTok. And it's something I use all the time that's helped me gain over 180,000 followers on here. And it's very simple. For every single video you make, create 3 different versions. These 3 videos are pretty much the exact same video, but recorded slightly different. And you can see that the results are dramatically different. And there are 2 main reasons why this is. First, if you record 3 different versions of one video, you make sure you use a different hook at the start. So a different way of introducing the video, you use slightly different lengths of videos, you talk about things slightly differently, you use different ways to try and get people to engage. And if you're posting multiple videos, taking multiple approaches, then you've just got a higher chance of finding something that works. Just because a video you posted doesn't get any views, it doesn't mean that that video was bad. It just means that it was potentially a hook change away from going viral, or it was just 20 seconds too long from going viral. It can just be like that. So number 1, if you want to get more views, posting multiple variations of a video gives you a higher chance of finding video elements that actually work for your videos. And if you do this for long enough, then you'll have some form of structure of videos that works for you going forward. Now, the second reason this is so powerful is basically just down to how TikTok serves your content to people. When you first post a video, you get served to a couple hundred people. If they